Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day. So, it's been a while since I last recorded my games because I had a vacation and then schoolwork. So, I only play chess off stream. However, I am now back with some new openings in mind, and you will know as we go. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to keep playing Rapid. I haven't played Rapid on this account in a while because I want to keep track of all the experience with you guys. Okay, so we get the white pieces, and again, the point of this account is that I'm going to try to continue with playing e4 as white. So okay, so we have the perk. It seems. Um, which line would I like to go to? Let's see. Let's play knight c3. Oh, knight f3. My bad. Let's play knight f3. Let's keep it like a little more flexible. See what our opponent's playing. Okay. Wow, this is turning really quick into a Sicilian. I should have played d4. I totally forgot that this is an option. So, although this is definitely not the end of the world. So, it's probably gonna be one of the very few games that we are maybe jumping on the mainline Sicilian. Uh, let's see. So for those of you who are not really big fan of mainline Sicilian, I think this is probably going to be a good line for you. So let's start with knight c3, right? If we want to be off of any mainline Sicilian, I think one good thing we can do is to just not play d4. So we could play d3 here. Although what I would do here instead is actually playing bishop to b5. Uh, there's another setup that I used to go for, but now after a while of looking at it, I feel like it's not as good anymore. So we're going to play d3. This setup is just very equal, so this is going to be a very equalish game for a while, but but you will see what is going on. So we play bishop b5 here, mainly to get the bishop out of the pawn chain, and we also want to trade this afterwards, right? And then we just want to get all development done. So now all pieces are developed, and we're castle early. Okay. Well, I missed that, right? So knight takes e4 is it's supposed to work because if I take on e7, knight takes on c3, I take on d8, and then black takes on d1, and now black is up a pawn. However, the problem is that after knight e4, the d6 pawn is hanging. So now black can't castle anymore, which of course is some always good news. So yeah, so we have king f8, and already this is pretty bad for black. Now, how do we want to actually execute this? We have a few ways. So we have knight takes b7, but it looks a little bit too greedy from my own perspective. Because knight takes b7, there's queen to b6, in which there's a double attack on the bishop and the knight. So then we have to take the knight on c6, and after bishop takes, now our knight is very awkward. And although sure, after queen b6, the h4 bishop is hanging, I don't think I like the end too much. Although there's another line, there's another tactic that we need to look. After knight takes b7 and queen b6, if we take on c6, black can take on f2 with check. So There's this I can't take the knight on c6. However, after bishop takes, I was planning to go knight e5, but I realized that my knight on d6 will be hanging, so I didn't want to do that. Hmm. This could be sort of a tough decision. If we can turn this to an endgame, we will be like so much better. Actually, okay. I'm looking at knight takes h4 now instead, right? So knight takes h4, queen takes h4, queen f3, threatening mate. So then maybe queen e7 is I think queen e7 is probably the best move. If we take on b7, there's knight to d4, and the thing is, it not only attacks the queen but also attacks the bishop. So there's a lot of tactics involved here that we have to look at. So it's certainly turning hard for no reason, huh? Um, I guess one thing we can do though, after knight b7, if queen b6 is play, we can go back knight to d6. That's kind of a way I can do this. Although that line is, let's see, are there any discoveries? I don't think there are any good discoveries. Knight takes e4, knight takes here. And if bishop e7, oops, I turn on all the arrows. Bishop e7 attacks the knight, and I just take the knight. And then after bishop takes, I go knight c4. And I think I'm good. Okay, I am going to trust knight takes and go for it. I am definitely a type of player who really greets materially, especially on pawns. Um, but hopefully, hopefully this works out. Let's see what our opponent's. Okay, our opponent went queen e7. Not what I expected. Well, but then if queen e7 is played, then we can just take the bishop, and now we just take the pawn on c5. I don't see anything, right? Yeah, we just take the pawn on c5, and we're good. So our opponent definitely messed up there. Okay, queen. So back to e7. Hmm. Now we could just take the bishop, and I think given the amount like the time difference here, I think knight takes e7 is the most sensible move instead of trying to go for more complications such as d4. Yeah, I think we're just going to take. And now we are going to go queen. I think queen d3 is good. Queen f3, not queen d3. Sorry, queen to f3. Uh, it's forcing another trade basically. Rook c8 will be play, and now I think I don't know. After rook c4, rook e4. Yeah. So after rook e4, rook c4, what exactly does black have? I really like rook e4 here, so I'm just really like looking for it. Yeah, we're going to go rook e4. Just aiming at this. If queen c7, rook c4 creates another pin. And if queen d6, rook c4, knight to e5 is what I was looking at. But then after rook c8, rook to c8, right? We take a full rook, king e7. We have queen b7 check, and we pick up another rook. So okay, so that's also a good move as well. Okay. Um. Okay, that's a good move actually. Okay, that's a good move. Okay, I think then we if queen d5 is played, then we just take on c6 because now we're just up two pawns for free pretty much. Okay. Oh, we could turn this into an endgame with rook to c4, right? And we just have to accept that we have an double pawns here. However, double pawns doesn't really matter in this case because we have a majority 4-on-1 on the queen side. So rook to c4, queen f3. If queen d7, we just take the rook and we good. Um, if queen takes f3, rook c8, king e7, and we take rook takes c8. Then we just go c3. Actually, we just go. Should we go c3 or c4? C3. C3 is better. And then c3 d4. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, actually, queen d7. Well, I don't have to take, but I should take because if I don't take, black is just gonna move away. Yeah. Okay. So black went queen d7, which is very understandable. So now let's take. And let's go c3. King e7. So now let's go rook to e1. Rook to d8. Let's go d4. Now solidifying our pawn structure. Queen d7. Okay. Queen d7. Um. Now we can try queen c3. I am definitely a little bit afraid of back rank mate. I think I should let me I think let's go h4. I want to change my preference a little bit. Let me turn game behavior. Where is it? Oh no. Oh, either. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go queen h4. Rook takes e5 is bad because it hangs h6, and now black has to deal with f4 first, which hangs h6 pawn. I think we can win this in 30 to 33 seconds because black definitely messed up a lot here. Oh, wait a second. Okay, let's go g3. I almost hung main one, so oops, that's not supposed to happen. But now we have another threat of rook to e5. So, but the rook to f4, rook f4, but the threat to f4 still stands. Hmm. Can I pre-move that? I can, right? Pretty much. I mean, unless they make an obscure move like queen e5, queen e4, attacking my rook, then it's like, well, I mean, that's just a super dirty trick. But given that they have 5 minutes, I don't think they're gonna do it. Now they're thinking how to deal with getting out of the pin and protecting h6, in which it's impossible. So now we take on h6 because black dealt with the pin, so we take another pawn. Black is probably gonna take on a2. Okay, which black doesn't. So okay, but this I think we have a great move here. Queen to h1, moving the queen to b7 is what we're gonna do. And at this point, I don't think collecting pawns is a good idea anymore. So, actually, we can do this. Okay, let's do that. Now, we can pretty much just go king to. Okay. Actually, I don't think we can win this. Um, yeah, we're gonna lose a flagging. All right. It took way too long there, so. But let's see. I mean, to be honest, I did not expect like the time to go out so fast. It was a weird middle game there, so I was taking a lot of time thinking instead of yeah. So bishop d7 here. Sure, I could still go d4. There was a lot of moments where I could just go d4, but I chose not to do that. Maybe I should delay pushing the d pawn and just castle first before I decide whether I actually want to go d3 or d4. Because once I committed to d3, it's just like, okay, I'm not going d4 anymore. But you see, look at the engine, it's equal, right? However, it still create a super dynamic game, and at this level, like having an equal evaluation doesn't really do anything. Anything changes, as you can see in the game. So let's turn on the engine for now, and we have bishop g5. So here is where the first mistake is, right? Oh, we could just take with the could just take it with the rook. Oh, I missed it. I did not. I really missed it. Wow, that just. Oh, come on. Oh my god. But this is still winning, obviously. But if we were up a piece instead of, positionally, it would have been much easier because now we have to find like all these moves. Knight 6 b7 was definitely the best move, but I had to figure out. So after queen b6. Okay. So it wants me to take this. Knight d6 is the third best move, which is still much better for white. But after this, here, queen takes b2, queen h5. Oh, and the attack is just overwhelming. Huh. Queen f6. Well, it's not. Oh, they cannot. It's not the attack. Black is just. Black's rook is out of the game, and black bishop is like very bad. And in terms of activity, white is superior. Oh, this. Wow. But okay. So I found knight d6, which is fine. So I saw that like here, if I go knight d6, right? If bishop e7 is play, yeah. Then bishop takes c6, bishop takes c6, and knight to c4 is what's happening. So, and here I'm comfortable because my knight is really strong on c4, and say, I don't know, say here, say, oh, queen b7 is a knight e5, so we don't want that. So queen c7, we just play knight e5, knight fe5, and we have a good position. So, sure, the black has two bishop, but it doesn't compensate enough for the two pawns. But the rest is just I think it's just pretty straightforward, I think. So okay, so knight takes e6 here works. Wow. F takes e6. Oh, queen f3. I miss a lot of tactics this game. Okay, so I could, because black can't take with the bishop due to bishop takes e6. Oh, but I took that instead. This game could have been over a lot quicker. I see. So rook to e4, queen to d5. Rook to e, and then I think the rest is fine from how I play it. Like I was still winning the entire game, the entire time. Queen d5, g3 is fine. Queen takes, queen h1. Yeah, this is the best maneuver. Very rare maneuver that I got out of nowhere, because you can see, right, I can't go queen h7 check, and queen h8 is okay, right? It's still a maneuver. However, it is a two move maneuver instead of one move. Queen h7 directly goes to b7, and the only way to stop is queen d5, which of course we trade queens and we win the game. But I kind of messed up there. But maybe going for the pawn is not the best decision. Although of course I'm still completely winning. So here, yeah, queen e4. I thought like black wanted to keep queens on the board, but turns out they just go back. And then here I just got flat. I just ran out of time because I can't really play this in 6 seconds because I can't pre-move and my mouse movement is not that fast. So it is what it is, and I think this is definitely an interesting setup for if you don't want to go into all the Sicilian theory, all the complicated middle game that Sicilian will give you. This is a simple setup that you can play. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.